I don't blame you a bit.
Coach, you have, I think, 10 or 11 guys available with all the people that are out. Do you have to monitor minutes, especially with it being a back-to-back starting tonight?
To be honest with you, we're only worried about this game tonight, and so we'll try to do everything we can to win the game tonight, and then we'll worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes.
And what do you think of their pickup of Kenneth Reed?
He's been great for him, really kind of an undersized guy, but very much a duplicate of what Capella can do for him. So, it's slow down, okay?
Anything else you want to tell him?
Yeah, try to stay under 60, okay? But no, he's been really good for him. I think he's been an energy guy. That have done it, he's done some of the similar things that Capella can do, rolling to the basket, finishing. I think the big thing with Kenneth is that he's been able to get out on the break and run, and also create some easy baskets for himself that way also.
I can't come up with
James has been scoring lately. Realistically, how much do you think he could score in a game?
I don't know that, I mean, he's obviously shown that he can score 60. A 61. So, but I know he's scoring a lot, but knowing him, that's not the important thing. The important thing is that they're winning games, and I think he would be satisfied scoring 20 if they were winning games. I think he does whatever is necessary to try to help the team win, and obviously with CP out, he felt like he needed to score more, and that's what he did, and they were winning games when he was doing it.
Has anything that you've done in your career prepared you to deal with what you're dealing with right now, again, when you start learning all that stuff?
To be honest with you, I can't think of anything that prepare you for, I mean, we basically have 4 of our 5 starters out in our 6-man. So that's challenging in itself. But to me, when you approach anything from that perspective, the most important thing for me is that are we going to play hard, and are we going to compete, and are we going to play unselfishly? We've done that the last couple of games. Obviously we hadn't had success from a winning standpoint, but I think sometimes you got to look at the picture completely rather than just the wins and the losses. I think you got to look at it from a different perspective, and I think as long as the guys are doing what they're doing and competing at the level that they are, I'm going to be happy with everything except the losing. I mean, obviously we don't want to lose, and we want to try to win games, but we have to first just compete and play hard and play unselfishly. That's to me the most important thing.
Anthony was fined for what happened. Is that much of a deterrent for things like that in generally speaking, from where you sit?
I don't really know. I mean, I hadn't given that a whole lot of thought, guys. I think that, that's going to play out the way it plays out. And, right now, I just really don't, I don't talk about it very much. I think it's out in the public now, and I think everything that's been said that needed to be said has been said, and that's it,
Is the challenge that they have, the guys in that room have, is it to just put all that stuff out of their minds, like you talked about yesterday? Is that similar to when it's the day before, 2 days before the trade deadline, and there's uncertainty in a lot of rooms around the league? Is it a similar challenge?
I think so. I just think that, there's going to be things that come up over the course of an NBA season. Obviously, when you get close to the trading deadline, be it what has happened to our franchise and the situation that we're in right now, there's still going to be unrest in the locker room because there's always an opportunity or a chance that you may be traded. So what's happening this week is not very unusual. What we have to do is just put it behind us and try to concentrate, like I said, on just playing on the floor.
There have been as many 50-point games by players this season already as there were all of last season. It's very exciting, but is there a reason why we might think this is not a great thing?
I can't think of one reason why it wouldn't be not a great thing. I think that in general, teams have started to play faster and at more of a pace than they've been over the, really since the 90s, I guess. And when you're doing that and you got gifted athletes, and I think the one thing that have happened in our game is that the big men in our league have expanded their games. where now they're out on the floor, and when they're out on the floor, obviously that create more driving lanes, and the more you can get to the basket, the better off you are. And in a lot of respects, obviously the three-point shooting has become a major weapon in our league. So I think when those things happen, you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to have higher scoring games.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.